Welcome to Smackdown Live. This is the Squared Circle Jobbers. This is episode 4 and I am Mr. Stee, joined once again by...
I am Ryan Leafplant, and it's been an explosive start tonight already, Stee, and that's just a pyro. What does tonight have in store for us? We're about to find out together.
I love a good bit of pyro.
Speaking of pyro, this guy is a pyromaniac. He is a complete anarchist. It's Dean Ambrose. Now, I said that this guy's a pyromaniac, and he's been lighting all sorts of fires around the WWE. There's rumours that he may not be with us on SmackDown for too much longer. His contract is up in the air. Now, we'll have to see how that situation unfolds. What does it mean for Ambrose here, as it stands?
Well, I hope he signs another contract, because if he wins, he is also going to BACKLASH, and the one-on-one Joe versus Braun match becomes a triple threat.
The last thing we need is a whole CM Punk situation there, Steve.
You said his name.
Well,
bad Ryan. Anyway, his opponent for this evening is a special one. It's a debut. He's already debuted on Raw, but SmackDown is where it matters.
Well, this is the one and only show here, Steve, so I don't blame the one and only for wanting to be a part of it. Now, some might have thought they were red laser beams there, but that was the Raw ratings falling down from the ceiling. Now, and the reason for it is we have Ricochet now on our show this time, and he could do some big things here tonight. He could play spoiler to Dean Ambrose.
He could spoil the entire BACKLASH main event. If Dean Ambrose wins, he's going to BACKLASH, but if he loses, he is eliminated.
Dean Ambrose versus Ricochet, it's Brawler versus High Flyer. It's going to be an interesting clash of styles, and I believe that's the bell right there. Yes, there we go. So let's see how this is going to turn out.
And a super kick.
Well, it's hardly surprising that we've seen a big move already start the match, and Ricochet flying right out of the ring. What we've noticed in these matches is they certainly don't take any time to get unfolded, really.
Well, you've got to try and limit it to a 30-minute show, Ryan.
Exactly, the wrestlers are well aware of this, and they are already utilising that environment.
So, we've started the match outside of the ring. They're brawling, but Ricochet is breaking up the count. Wait, he's going up top.
This is risky, this is high-risk district right here, but nothing came of it until now, and Dean Ambrose counters with that powerbomb.
That was explosive.
It certainly was. And this is what I mean about Pyromaniac. He's just setting off explosions here in the ring. And, ooh.
So we've gone from a huge powerbomb, sit-down powerbomb, to a simple kick to the gut. Or was it a low blow?
I'd say maybe it's more of a groin area.
He's playing with the rules. But Ambrose is on top here.
There's a jawbreaker and a hurricane round for good measure as well.
Ricochet likes to do flippy stuff. I'm a big fan of the flippy stuff.
So am I, and I think a large part of our audience are as well, because wrestling is evolving. We're seeing more and more of this. I don't think we've seen cruiserweight action quite like this.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, what was that? It looks more like a Phoenix Splash, really.
Hold the phone. Was that an RKO?
With the R standing for Ricochet, yes it was.
Randy Orton is part of the SmackDown roster. He is in a match against Seth Rollins later tonight. I'm not sure he'll be too chuffed with seeing an RKO used in this one.
What does it mean then for Ricochet? He's known to fly through the air. Maybe Randy Orton was sending hurtling through that with his own RKO after watching that back.
Gotta admit, Ryan, that would be a great match.
And here we go, Dean Ambrose with the cover, and there's a kick out at 2.
He's going to have to do a lot more than that to keep Ricochet down.
Is there random 4 here, Steve? How many vests do you think Dean Ambrose owns? Do you think it's the same grey vest that he wears all the time? He's much of a laundry guy. Do you reckon Renee Young sorts that out for him?
I don't think he's Luke Harper, Ryan. I think he's got a good few rests in the wardrobe.
There you have it. This is journalism at its finest here on Smackdown.
Breaking news on Squared Circle Jobbers. Like and subscribe.
Come up later, you get to find out what Sami Zayn's latest band of the week is. We endeavour to go further. And back to the action here. We have Ricochet hitting that. I'd like to say it's more of a 1912.
It looks similar.
Yeah. Or whatever year Finn Balor references. I do not know that reference. That is something I will need to investigate.
We definitely don't have notes. Anyway, moving on. Dean Ambrose is in control of this match. Ricochet is down on the ground. This is that aggressive streak in Dean Ambrose we saw in the first match when he defeated John Cena.
And speaking of John Cena, let's see if Jackie Chan has taught him more stuff when we see him in action at a later point.
Did you see that flying elbow? That actually was dangerous.
I did. There was quite the airtime on that there, Stephen.
He just called me Stephen on 2 shows in a row.
Exactly. Well, when these big time actions are happening, I do like to use the full name when I can. Oh, what? That was a miss that did not pay off. I think Ricochet is paralysed.
Ryan, I think our commentary is so good that Ricochet tried to kill himself.
I think that... I don't agree there, Steve. I think he just tried to give us a big time moment for us to comment on. I keep using those words. That is my vintage. That big time moment.
Ricochet's toying with Dean Ambrose. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's a corkscrew body press there. I'm surprised that this man does not have a broken back from earlier, but he's rolling with the punches here and the flips.
He is. Ricochet. Oh, Ambrose is getting back into this. The ref is counting a number.
But what number is that?
Maybe you can tell us in the comments below. Or don't. Anyway.
I'd like anything in the comments below, Steve.
I would like 1 comment. That would be nice.
Oh.
A comeback maneuver. Here we go. A huge clothesline, and he completes it.
Yeah, he does.
Running bulldog.
That is a real momentum shift right there. It looked like Ricochet was, well, there's a kiss of death once more because...
And a huge super kick.
Definite kiss of death there, right to Ambrose's face.
I think he might be bleeding.
I think he might be as well, and oh, that was a quick SEO type maneuver. What is Ricochet thinking here? Is he going to go for the 630?
I think he might be.
And he connects.
What a move!
Now, what does this mean for Dean Ambrose if Ricochet goes to cover now? It's 1. It's a 2, and is Dean Ambrose going to backlash? No, he is not, because Ricochet has played the spoiler on his debut on the brand.
Dean Ambrose has fallen at the final hurdle. All he had to do was win 1 more match and he was going to Backlash. He has been eliminated.
And as it stands then, we're not going to see a lunatic champion, but there's a good chance that we may potentially see a monster champion. That main event is looking ferocious. But what do you think this means now for Ricochet in terms of his future chances on the brand? That's a big victory that he's now got under his belt.
He's picked up 2 great wins. He got a victory against Adam Cole on Raw, and he's just beat Dean Ambrose on Smackdown.
I think we should try to sign him permanently. I think he'd want to join us because, let's face it, it's the better show, as everyone knows.
Gotta agree with that one, Ryan.
I mean, we give him former world champions to fight. We are providing the best opportunities for Ricochet. We see a lot in this young man.
Sami has attacked Walter backstage. What is he thinking?
I don't know, but he's running off now to go listen to his next Scar Band of the Week, which he told me was going to be Ender's Goldfish.
How do you find this information? I know he told you, but how do you have the time?
When you're a professional commentator, Steve, you make the time.
I think you just said professional. Anyway, Walter is looking for Sami. He is not happy.
I wouldn't be too after that attack. Oh! Now, the reason why it's significant is listen to Edna's Goldfish Teas. They have a song called Veronica Sawyer. That's about a young woman who's been involved in some murders, and I think that's what Sami Zayn's been trying to do here. Are you ready to burn it down, Stephen? Because here comes the man.
Becky Lynch isn't coming out. What are you talking about?
This is the original man. This is the captain. This is Seth freaking Rollins.
He is the #1 draft pick on Smackdown Live. It would be very surprising if he doesn't make it to Backlash. I can't imagine Rollins not going for that world title.
Maybe it's better if he doesn't make it to Backlash though, because he's got Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe on the other side of the ring if he does.
That's true.
Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is awaiting his opponent, and here he comes. Here's the Viper, uncoiled and ready to strike.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
So what are your thoughts on this matchup, Steve?
I can't wait. That's my opinion. And that's it.
Well, I don't want to see whether, I'd love to know if Randy Orton was watching that last match there with Ricochet. Is he in an angry mood because of RKO? Let's find out. And, oh, a spinning kick there from Seth Rollins to start off this matchup.
Starting fast once again, Ryan.
I'm going to say it's a real trend in our matchups. We do not wait around.
What the hell was that?
That might be why our episodes are a nice timely size there, Steve, because we get straight to the action straight away as Rollins connects with a big knee and Orton with a drop kick. This is back and forth action right here.
Wrestling!
What is backlash? A reaction? A consequence? Is it retaliation? Maybe. Backlash is far more.
Big changes are coming. The first co-branded pay-per-view. Raw and Smackdown Live come together.
The ref is still counting. These guys have got to keep an eye on that.
Absolutely, I feel like the ref has been getting his money's worth tonight with all that counting.
That is true. And he refs a lot of matches.
He certainly does. We would not give him a break tonight.
He's the #1 ref in the sport. That's why we are the A show, just because of that referee.
Exactly. As a bear hug there from Seth Rollins, but Orton counters. And then right into an RKO out of nowhere. What does this mean? And the Backlash has 1, it's 2, and oh, it's a kick out.
Wow, Orton showing his frustrations. He thought he had Rollins for the pin there. I think Orton just showed Ricochet how to do a proper RKO. That was beautiful.
Now you have to wonder why Rollins went for a bear hug. It's not normally something that we see from him. Did he watch the Braun hug earlier? Oh, and oh my god, he needs to focus on his own strategy, because that was... We've seen Rollins hit that crossbody many times, but he just flew right over it. Thankfully, he doesn't seem to have started his momentum as he goes there for the roll into the Avada Kedavra there.
Ah, impressive name dropping there, Ryan.
Well, he recorded us back in the old Florida Championship Wrestling, and as you know from the Hard series, that is the Death Curse, and that knee as well may just spell death here for Orton.
Is it over? Oh, and kicks out at I almost said 3 then. That would not make sense. He kicks out at 2. What a match this is.
But what is Seth Rollins thinking here? Is he thinking a Phoenix Splash?
I think it might be.
Oh no, just a moonsault, but Randy Orton had that scouted there.
Is Rollins getting desperate, Ryan?
I certainly think so. He wants to be in that match. let's count this pin for second too. And what I was going to say, Steve, is he has a bigger point than anyone. As a number 1 draft pick, he has an extra pressure. If he's not going to be in that match, then why did he warrant such a position?
It's very true, but Orton, he really doesn't want Rollins going to Backlash. Orton wants to make a... Orton's not going to get a pin on this, surely. It's what, 2? No, he kicks out.
You can't put away Seth freaking Rollins with that.
You can't. He goes for a head crank and he goes for a pin. I'm not sure what Orton's game is. It's very confusing, but Rollins is getting back in this anyway. He looks to be going for a comeback.
Yeah, he's certainly on the comeback trail. And that trail ends there with a beautiful sling blade.
Was Rollins going for some sort of bear hug again? What is this?
Yeah, he was going for the brawn hug, as we coined at a previous point.
He's going for that DDT. Is he going to hit it?
The IE DDT there. And that's...
A pin. There's a pin.
Yeah.
Oh, he kicks out. Rollins is digging deep. He's going to have to if he wants to beat Randy Orton, but Randy Orton is setting up Rollins here. He's going for a second RKO, Ryan.
He certainly is.
He's hit it.
He's hit it.
I think this is surely over. This is 2 RKOs.
It's got to be. It's 2 RKOs. No one kicks out 2 RKOs unless you're Seth freaking Rollins at that 2 3/4 mark.
Did he get his shoulder up? That was a close call.
I trust this referee. That's why we're having him so many matches.
He's had some dodgy decisions in the past, though.
This nameless referee here.
We should name him.
Jerome.
I'm not going to remember it, but Jerome is going close to Rollins. Will Rollins tap out?
It looks like he's about to tap. No, he reverses.
I've never seen Orton use that move before.
I must say, it's first time for me as well there.
Anyway, Rollins is back on top. Orton looks a bit dazed here.
You ready for this? It's the killing curse, and that does bring the crimson mass there for Orton.
Can't help but notice there's a lot of blood in these Smackdown matches. There's a pin though, sorry, there's a pin.
There's a pin.
Yeah, it's a 2. Back to my point, there's a lot of blood. This shows how much these matches mean to these superstars that are digging deep to defeat their opponents.
Well, we see these wrestlers leave the sweat and tears out there, so why not blood as well? And this could be it. It was the ripcord knee there, and that means that Seth Rollins has advanced to Backlash. He's going to be competing for the World Championship at this event.
What a match. Orton is his 2nd loss. I'm not sure what it's going to do for his confidence.
Well, I think Orton's stock is quickly plummeting here on Smackdown. It'd be interesting to see where he's going to go from here.
I'm not sure what could be next for Orton.
I don't know, the voices in his head are going to be whispering doubts there going forward.
I can imagine they're pretty angry. But anyway, Rollins does indeed advance to Backlash. It is officially a triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Now, I tell you what, that is the only red and black that you're going to be wanting to see at the Backlash PPV.
Maybe Rollins can get some new gear for Backlash now.
Potentially so, yes.
Anyway, so here it is. There's the official card. It will be Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship.
Can't help but feel like Seth Rollins is the fillet in that sandwich there, the poor man.
It's going to be a great match though. I can't wait for that one.
Neither can I, Steve.
Also confirmed, we have the Intercontinental Championship between Sami Zayn versus Walter.
Well, we saw Sami Zayn plays his mind games with Walter earlier. I've since learnt that he's gone back to his locker room and is blaring out at the moment the band Imperial Leisure. Now, it's not a wise strategy because Walter will probably hear that from a mile away, but we'll have to see whether these mind games will pay off.
Also, coming up on Backlash, we have on the Raw side the Universal title match. We have Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles.
Well, Drew McIntyre has long been called the chosen one. He finally has an opportunity to live up to that prophecy, but he has to go against one of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Also coming up on Backlash, we've got Aleister Black versus Adam Cole in Aleister Black's debut match. And finally, we've got the tag team title tournament and the finals between the Bar and the Revival.
Very nice there. Now, the Bar, strictly speaking, has set the bar there for tag team wrestling. The Revival brought it back. There's an argument for both of these teams that only one can win here.
It's main event time. It's time to finally crown a champion.
And we'll get a moment of bliss here.
And it's for the Women's World Championship. Making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
She's mighty and she's hella feisty. That's Alexa Bliss here, coming to the ring. She was actually the first woman to win both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships in this revamped SmackDown division. She's going to be looking to do it again.
Well, just remember what she did to Becky Lynch last week. I think Becky's going to be coming for her.
Is Becky even cleared to be part of this matchup? That's what I want to know. But here's Charlotte right now.
And her opponent, first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Now Charlotte's a history maker in her own right. I mean, obviously her family is embedded into wrestling history, but she was the first one to win the Raw, SmackDown and NXT championships. But we did have questions about one of these women last week, and on that very subject, here she is. Here's Lacey Evans, a free agent.
And from Parris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
So here she comes. She's making her debut on SmackDown Live. She made a good impression on Raw, so we've given her the chance. She has the chance to become the first ever Women's World Champion.
This is the big question mark for me, is whether Becky Lynch is 100% heading into this matchup. She's been allowed to compete, I can hear, and that's why she's here.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Now, in terms of Becky Lynch, you don't need any facts or statistics for Becky Lynch. She is the man. That is something that's undisputed, and
She's the man, and she'll punch you in the face. That's all you need to know.
Exactly. You just know she's out for revenge, especially against Alexa Bliss here.
So there it is.
That is beautiful.
It's the Women's World Championship, and it's pretty.
Yeah, it's I've never seen a belt look anything like that before. It's a very, very unique looking title there, Steve, I must say.
Well, the big gold is the way to go, Ryan. That's all you need in wrestling.
I've never heard the big gold as well being referred to. It's brand new concept here on SmackDown.
Becky Lynch is trying to go for Alexa.
Oh
but
yeah, well she did. I mean, look at that. She's just thrown Alexa Bliss right out of this match.
it was actually Charlotte who did that.
Well, there you go. Becky Lynch is controlling the mind of Charlotte there to get to Alexa Bliss.
Apparently so.
Mind
But
control is amazing.
you got to keep an eye out on Lacey Evans, though. Becky didn't, and now she's paying for it.
Jawbreaker there from Alexa Bliss.
And the classic going to the outside already early in this match.
Jerome is keeping a good eye on it now.
I'd forgotten his name, to be fair.
How can you forget his name? He's the one referee that we hired.
It's true, but there's a lot of names I've got to remember.
That is very true, and Lacey Evans is looking to make a name for herself tonight
Well,
as she continues to take it to the man inside the ring.
Well, she's doing just that. She was just a few seconds ago trying to break her hand. There's a pin, though. And it's not enough to pin Becky.
Now we've got this former Marine here.
She's laughing at Becky. I wouldn't do that to the man.
She's swabbing the decks there with the man.
But on the outside, though, Charlotte and Alexa, they're slugging it out.
Absolutely, and I must remember in a fatal four-way there, no countouts. They can keep going until their heart is content. And I don't even need to be too worried about what's going on in the ring either, because this is an elimination matchup. As Lacey Evans there going for the pin of Becky Lynch. That wasn't too far wasted, I must say.
She seems pretty desperate to pin Becky. I'm pretty surprised by this match so far. I thought Becky would be going guns all blazing against Alexa Bliss, but there's another pin.
To be quite honest though, she's not even really had the chance. Alexa Bliss has thrown to the outside quite early on, and Lacey Evans has been keeping Becky grounded here. She couldn't even just run to get Alexa's if she wanted to. I'm very, very surprised by this.
Ryan, I think Becky's still hurt from last week.
I'm gonna say she's not operating at 100%. We know Becky Lynch. She does not see doctors about these things. She will. No WWE officials have cleared her. It's she's gone to them at the very, very last possible minutes. There could have been something not picked up there. I don't think she's fully right here.
But it's a commentator's curse, because Becky's getting straight back into this with a huge suplex and an uppercut.
Nothing will keep Becky Lynch down, but Lacey Evans done a good job earlier. On the outside though, Alexa Bliss is taking it to Charlotte here. The smaller Bliss's stature actually lifting Charlotte off the floor there, almost with ease.
She slammed her into the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring.
It's the hardest part of the ring, Steve. You're absolutely right.
She's literally she has just tossed Charlotte.
Wait, Becky Lynch with a chair. She's got... intercepted there. As the Bliss is having none of that.
Alexa Bliss saw it coming. I think Becky Lynch is finally going for that revenge.
Good God Almighty, what a chair shot. Oh, she floors two of them. And Charlotte with her fist alone is apparently as powerful as a chair.
Some say possibly even more powerful than a chair shot.
Potentially so.
I can't believe she took down two superstars with a single chair shot. That was a vicious shot.
It defies the laws of physics there, Steve. And did you just see that stored suplex onto the steel chair? Lacey Evans, she's surprising me tonight here, Steve. I don't know if I've said that already.
She's going for... she just slams Alexa into the ring.
That was like a TKO, I believe, onto the
possibly
apron.
And Becky sees her opportunity. She's seen a DDT onto the chair. And Becky's lost it. Ryan, Becky has lost it.
She has. This is the man going full belt, and this is what I mean by when I said she's a wildcat. She's a firecracker. No one knows what Becky Lynch is gonna do. Oh,
Alexa's invincible. Apparently
yeah,
not. There we go. There we go.
I mean, I'm feeling this myself. Like, there's a pinfall going on. I can't concentrate because I'm just looking at the barbaric actions of the man here.
Lacey is taking it to Charlotte. Charlotte's in trouble. We're too busy watching this massive brawl on the outside between Becky and Alexa, but Lacey's got Charlotte.
Yeah,
there's a pin.
Lacey Evans going for the pin here, and oh my, she's got it. Lacey Evans has eliminated Charlotte there. That is huge, and that obviously that prompts both Bliss and Becky to get into the ring here, because all of a sudden we have a match on our hands.
So we're down to 3. I really did not see Charlotte being the first eliminated in this match.
There with that. There's a jumping guillotine press there for Lacey Evans.
A dejected Charlotte Flair is still on the outside. She looks sad.
There's not much woo about her there.
Apparently not. Was that some sort of exploder suplex?
Yeah,
from
well,
Becky
it was
there?
the exploder suplex from Becky Lynch. Now, she normally hits that move prior to ending the match here, but it doesn't look like Lacey Evans has any idea about that.
I'm really impressed with Lacey Evans in this match, Ryan.
I must say she is growing on me here. I didn't think too much of her from her Raw performance, because if you can't win on Raw, then you know
it's true.
But this is quite the show-stealing performance here.
It's a shame, because I was really looking forward to Becky and Alexa really tear each other apart, to be honest. But Lacey is she's destroying any chance of that. She is dominating both of these superstars.
She's interjected herself into the into that rivalry, and we have to wonder whether we're going to get some strange bedfellows, whether Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss may need to work together to try to stop her.
I think she's just knocked Alexa out.
I think so. I mean, I was saying that there, but obviously it's an elimination matchup, and Becky did the wide thing there, just letting Alexa Bliss take that fall.
I did not see this coming.
I have fought tooth and nail for 14 years to get to the WWE.
Kevin Owens Show!
Becky looks furious here. Look at that right hand. She does not seem to be in a good mood. Becky Lynch has snapped. She is absolutely exploded.
I think Lacey was a bit dazed and confused there. She was just backing into the turnbuckle. She's not used to these main event, like this hype for a main event. She's not been in this situation before. I think the rookie, she's got no experience, Ryan, so she doesn't know what she's doing at this point. I think she's in trouble with Becky.
I most definitely think so. And the Sama again.
Ryan, she's not going to have an arm left. She's got to tap. She's got to tap.
I mean, you can call it right now, Becky Lynch. She's won this.
Jerome, ring the bell.
Just ring the bell. Am I saying this right? Becky Lynch. She's lost her damn mind, Steve. Look at this. She is.
Where's she going? She's going to. No, she's going to the top.
To the top rope.
Becky, this is unusual for Becky, but a huge elbow drop.
Right to the arm round anywhere else.
I think we're gonna need an ambulance soon. I think because wait, what's Lacey going for here? Well, it didn't matter because Becky's gone straight back to the arm. That arm looks like it's just going to be hanging off at this rate.
Oh, most definitely. How is she still in this? Lacey Evans has found a way out of 3 disarmers. She has pinned Charlotte and Alexa Bliss in the same match. Would you have predicted any of this before our contest?
Have we found the female John Cena?
I certainly think so. She's shown that she's never given up this evening.
It's very true, but Becky has lost it. She's stomping away. She's just
don't even
completely
know where
lost
she
it.
is. She's attacking the invisible man there.
Lacey's got to take advantage of this. Becky is clearly annoyed, but there's a pin. There's a pin.
Ooh, what I do say, an angry fighter is a sloppy fighter, and perhaps Becky Lynch is showing that there. Sure, she's had 3 disarmers on there, but maybe she's not applying that to the level of perfection that we know that she can.
Well, Lacey's getting some revenge here. She's just stomping away on the hand.
There's one thing that this broadcast hasn't seen enough of. It's a good stomp. I feel like we haven't seen much of that at all. No,
we do love a good stomp, but no, there's another disarmer.
This is the 4th disarmer.
This is
a murder.
A murder with an arm.
Exactly, going out on a limo.
Right, Lacey has not tapped out again. What is going on?
She's refusing to, and
where's Becky going?
Lynch, it finally happened. She has flipped.
I would... Jerome, get out of there. Jerome, run. What's Becky got planned? She's got... Oh, thank God, it's fine. She's put the chair down. She's not going to use it.
Here's a good point. Is this...
Hang on.
Oh my God, is that... When it's become elimination 1-on-1, is that still legal at that point? But either way, it's free.
We've got a new world champion.
But that's not the way to win a world title. Someone needs to hold her accountable for this. This is not how you win a world championship. This is not on. I do not accept this as a way to...
Hang on, Ryan.
What's that? John
Laurinaitis. We saw the conversation last week between him and Vince McMahon. I'm not sure what's going on here.
But what are the Bellas doing here? Why John Laurinaitis? What?
Hang on, the match.
The bell just rang. Why did the bell just ring? Was this a match? What's happening, Steve? The pin.
Nikki Bella has become the
is
first
she a champion.
She's just become the first ever world women's champion.
Here is your winner, and
Now, I get word of me here that is legitimate, but then what power does John Laurinaitis hold here?
Big Johnny has just turned this into a 5-way. well, that's the end, and that's all we've got time for. So I've been Mr. Steve.
I've been Ryan Leaf Plant, and as always, expect the unexpected on SmackDown.